Hey guys, welcome back to NFT Inspo. For today's video, we are going to show you how to fix Shopify this page isn't available right now. So if you're interested, let's start the tutorial. Now, having this issue on your Shopify page can actually be a really big problem, especially if you have a lot of customers. Now in this case, how do you solve this? Well, the first thing we need to do here is we need to ensure that you have a pretty stable interconnection. Like sometimes having a pretty slow interconnection can actually lead to this problem. So in this case, go ahead and check your interconnection by just tapping, by going to your tab here and just typing speed test. And from here, you should be able to speed test here. Just click on run speed test. Now in this case, make sure that you have a stable interconnection. Now, if you're only getting like 0.1 Mbps, then unfortunately that's pretty slow and that would cause the problem on your website. Now, another thing that you could check here is going to be your browser itself. Now, sometimes your browser is the only problem here, so it is recommended that you check on your other devices, like for example in a different PC or in a different browser within your computer to check if your website is really unavailable. Now, typically you go to your incognito by clicking on three-dot icon here at the top right and just going to incognito here. Now, from incognito, go ahead and visit your website and see if you're able to access it. Now, if you're able to access via incognito, the problem itself is going to be your browser only. Now, it is recommended that you clear your cache. So typically, go to your settings. So let's go to our settings here. From here, you want to go to privacy and security. And from here, you want to go ahead and click on clear browsing history. Now, it is recommended that you clear your cookies and other site data, cache images, and files. Now, if you want to exclude browsing history, you could go ahead and do that. And usually, I would select all time here or all last 4 weeks. Now, from here, just click on clear data, and that will clear your data. And from then on, see if that solves the issue. Now, in this case, if you're sure that you have a stable interconnection and the problem itself is not your website, you're not your browser, then it means there are going to be some things they need to do here on your website. Now, sometimes if you change a few codes, like for example, you went to your Shopify store here, you go to themes and go into edit code section here. Typically, not adding, like for example, you went to a specific file here, like a JSON file or a liquid file here, and you change a few things there. Sometimes updating them can actually affect your website, and that will lead to, unfortunately, this website, this page isn't available right now. So in this case, it is recommended that you revert any changes that you did, like in the past few hours or last few changes, and see if that's the problem. Because in this case, if you change anything here, that might be the problem. Now, another thing that you could check here is going to be the apps that you've installed into your website. Typically, when you go to your settings at the bottom left, you want to go to your apps here. And typically, when you install something or some new app in your website and you've encountered this problem, well, typically the problem might be the recent app that you installed. Meaning, you have to uninstall it. It might not be compatible with your website, because sometimes installing an app, or if you already have like apps already installed on your website, install another app, sometimes they won't be that compatible, meaning that they will cause problems and you might get this issue here. Now, another thing that you could check here is going to be your subscription. Now, typically you need to go to billing here and make sure that you updated your billing method here, as well as you're up to date or you've already paid for your plan for Shopify. Now, unable to pay for your plan will result in your website or your store being unavailable. So typically that would be the problem or cause of the issue. But yeah, so that's about it. So hopefully this video was able to help you. Like and subscribe to NFT Inspo. Thank you for watching.